Welcome back to Prodeus. I streamed this game kind of a long time ago. I streamed the Steam version, which I believe was in early access at the time, or something like that. But now it's on Game Pass, and it's a full game, and I'm here to check it out. So let's jump back into the campaign. I believe that my last episode completed the research level, and so I've played to that point on my Xbox. So we're going to continue kind of where we left off, just on a completely different platform with a completely different save. Oh, hey there, Raneth Gord. Thanks for joining me. Coalition is here, too. So, I've already completed the first level and the second level, and now I've navigated to the third level, which is called Fuel. So let's hit the play button. So this, if you're new to Prodeus, it's an old school kind of Quake-era style shooter. They've done a pretty good job of making it work with a console controller. I was able to invert my look, which was helpful. There's one weird thing, which is that my reload button is on Y instead of X. X is used for interacting with things, like this door, for instance. And the Y button is used to reload, which just freaks me out. Luckily, you don't have to do a lot of manual reloading. I'm pretty sure that the game auto reloads for you when you need it, so I'm probably okay. Right, so at the end of the last episode, I got on a train that was taking me to the next place, so now I'm leaving the train. This is very reminiscent of Blood to me, just having been on this train. So I've got several different guns that I've accumulated already. You can see, actually you can't really see. Now you can see that I've got 5 different ammo types. I don't even have a gun yet that fires the third ammo type. Those rockets, I don't have that yet. What I do have is, let's see, I've got the chain gun. I've got twin machine guns. Those both fire regular bullets. I've got this pistol that fires regular bullets. And then I've got a shotgun that fires shotgun bullets. And I think I can actually look at a whole grid of the weapons here and see like where there is space for me to unlock new weapons. Each of these weapons has got something that the right trigger does, which is usually just firing the gun, and something that the left trigger does, which in the case of the shotgun is charging up a super powered blast that does extra damage. So the Coalition says that DayZ also has X to interact and Y to reload. Okay, apparently amongst very hardcore players, this is a standard. It's one that I'm definitely not used to, though. Okay, so I'm going to charge up a Super Blast and hit this Doom Imp with it. The game is very heavily inspired by past games in the genre, including these guys, which are like, they're kind of like imps. The guys that throw the fireballs are kind of like imps, only the fireballs are faster than imp fireballs in Doom. The low-level enemies usually take 1 shotgun blast if you get close. They might take 2 if you're far away. I'm collecting ore fragments and apparently getting achievements for them. I don't know what they're for. I've just been collecting as many as I could. I assume at some point we're going to unlock some mechanic where I spend them on something. I mean, the achievement just called them pocket money, so it must be true, right? Over here, it looks like I got some kind of door that I can't open yet? Maybe never? I don't know. I guess we'll keep going through the doors that look like I can open them. One thing I don't really get to do a lot of... Oops. Is killing 2 enemies with 1 shotgun blast. It seems like the enemies, either they bunch up in such a way... I know that you don't get hit penetration. Oh, these guys are kind of far away from me. Let's switch to twin machine guns. Because it's just a waste of shotgun shells to use a lot of them to hit a faraway guy. There's exploding barrels, of course. You can't do this style of game without exploding barrels. So the special move for this gun is just firing the other gun. Left trigger and right trigger, just fire the 2 guns and that's it. And it looks like I just ran myself entirely out of bullets. Is this toxic or is it just gross? Looks like I can stand on it, so cool. I've also activated a nexus point. I don't know what that means. So there's a lot of stuff in this game that, like, if it's explained in a place that I didn't know to look at. So I don't know what Nexus points do. There's some armor up there. I'm not sure how to get to it. Looks like I might be able to jump to it from this higher bridge, but I don't know how to get to that higher bridge. The game is full of interesting secrets. Where, you know, there have been lots of places where I've, like, looked at a thing, I'm like, oh, I should be able to get there, and then I eventually did figure out a way to get there. Ah, like right here. Okay, so let's... Oh, but I don't need this because I have maximum armor already. Well, I found it anyway, so there you go. And I found this. Oh, guys far away? That means we want... Well, I don't really want this. I don't have... Yeah, I think I am kind of stuck with my shotgun. Oh, good, they got close. Thanks, guys. Not very tactical, but that's fine. Oh, hi. So I'm playing at medium difficulty. I imagine there's probably versions of this experience that are more punishing if you, for instance, just decide to take a couple of flame balls to the face. But I appreciate it because, you know, this is the kind of game where most of the audience for this game is very hardcore players. What was that? What did I just get? Oh, it's just some of the same old stuff. Okay, fine. And they could have gotten away with... Ooh, secret uncovered? How? Where? Oh, up there? They could have gotten away with just making the game super hard all the time. And they decided to have difficulty levels... Oh, I'm trying to run and jump at this thing. Yes! Okay, I think you can kind of jump on the edges of corners or something to sort of make up for having barely missed a jump, which is nice. Okay, so I think this entire area was just a secret. I don't think I progressed anything. Which is fine. But I guess I should figure out where I'm going. So I've got a map, a 3D navigable map, which is crazy. So yeah, it looks like there's a bunch of undiscovered stuff down here. I think that once you see a surface, the surface is added to this map. This is not actually helping me. So whatever, let's just... Feels like I need to get in here somehow, because this was an underexplored part of the map. But I don't see any doors in the wall that it joins. So, let's backtrack some more. Have I opened this yet? Oh yeah, this is this place. This is the train I got off. Alright, so I am clearly missing something. This isn't interactive, is it? No. La Coalición says, if I had $1 for every time Durangatang played a Doom lookalike game. Yeah, there's something about sort of the time in my life when Doom showed up where it just kind of became this nostalgic center of my brain. And I just can't resist games that look like Doom or Quake. Like, it's just... I don't know exactly what the mechanism is that makes this happen, but it's definitely a thing for me. Like, I remember, like, the date. Like, December 10th, 1993 was when Doom was first released, and I stayed up late that night. Okay, I've been here. I stayed up late that night so that I could be there for the release and I spent an hour downloading the 1 megabyte game, which was just crazy. It was a whole megabyte. How could something take up an entire megabyte? What would you do with that much space? Meanwhile, games like this that are inspired by Doom are way bigger than that. even if they've got, you know, it's just space is just so cheap to us now compared to back then. We just overuse it all the time for no reason. Come on. There you go. That's what I'm looking for. These folks aren't dropping a lot of ammo, which worries me. Okay, that guy drops a shotgun at least, which is nice. Raneth Court asked if I saw the played Doom on a candy bar meme on Halloween. I think I did see that, actually. The joke being that making Doom run on things is sort of like this weird, like, tech challenge that people will take on. They'll make it run on, like, people's, I don't know, medical devices and whatever, just random stuff. Because the thing that was miraculous about Doom was that it was ahead of its time, technologically. Because you should, like, 3D should not, like something that looked and felt like true 3D, though they definitely made some shortcuts that sort of undermined the 3D-ness of it. Like, proper 3D in that era was much more expensive. And I bet there was a way I could have killed all those people at once if I hadn't delayed to talk. But how did I get up there again? There we are. Basically, like, the thing that was miraculous about Doom that they didn't get enough credit for was how they were able to do so much per frame. So much more than you should have been able to do in that era. And so it was a very well-engineered game that was very efficient. There we go. That's what I could have done to kill those guys. It was just a very efficient game, and so it's the perfect game to do those kinds of challenges with, because it does more than you think it should be able to do with very, very limited resources. Okay, so I'm running low on, what's this? Oh, auto map, yay! Which means that my map is now fully fleshed out, if I wanted to use my map. I was going to say I'm running low on shotguns, but now I'm not. Oh, more of these guys appearing. Let's take out the little guys first, because they're easy. Yeah, these guys, especially at a distance, they pretty much always take at least... Like, if you can get close to them with a charged-up blast, you can take them out, but they probably shoot a fireball at you in that time. It probably would have been smart, actually, for me to switch to a longer range gun than this. Especially because I'm full up on bullets now. So yeah, let's switch to this one. This one chews through a lot of ammo. Let's be more judicious with our ammo. Let's see here. So, Lacola Stream says, I often wonder how efficient or non-efficient new games are with space. Bardic Angel says, I used to, oh, let's see here. Okay, yeah, so, yeah, that's true, because, like, a lot of times, you know, like, one of the things that actually, one of our updates we did on State of Decay 2 was, Henry. Oh, wait, did I kill him with my gun, or did he get squished by the door? I can't tell. Anyway, was Henry going through and reducing our footprint? Because for a long time, you know, each update we added was just adding to the footprint size of State of Decay 2, and there were players who were like, I don't have a lot of room for this game. Like, my hard drive isn't huge. I don't like the fact that I have to keep doing these, you know, huge updates. And so he reduced not just the final footprint of the game, but also the size of the update files, like how much we actually had to send you in order for you to get a full update to the game. Does that thing damage the other guys? I don't think it does. And it was great. So I think that we actually had one update that shrunk the size of the game on your disc. I've got a rune. I don't know what that is. Something happened with this machine, though. And now I've got a nexus point. Again, I'm just collecting all of these things. I don't know what they are. Shoot, I'm taking a lot of hits from these guys. Just trying to kill them as fast as I can so we get fewer fireballs coming at me. Alright, I've gone through a lot of that. Let's switch to my shotgun again. Oh, there's a big nasty up there, though. Okay. Okay, big nasty goes away. And now we've got almost no bullets left. So, yeah, back to shotgun. Where is shotgun? Shotgun is there. Oh, so, La Coalición is asking whether these enemies are using billboarding. He calls it the roadside ad trick. But yeah, he's talking about billboarding, where an enemy is a 2D sprite, and they always face you. Or just basically, yeah, they're like, or like say like an object on the ground will be a 2D sprite, and so no matter what way you face it, it always looks the same, and so it can kind of undermine the 3D look of it. But if you're just standing back from it, it just looks nice in 3D, and it's really cool. Which is a trick they used a lot to make things look 3D but actually be similar. Actually be simpler on older machines. So this game actually, so I originally, when I first started playing Prodeus on my PC, I thought that it was using billboarding sprites, because they sort of have this sort of herky-jerky movement to them that sort of makes them look like sprites. Oh, there's a big guy attacking me. Oh, it's a shotgun guy. There we are. But I think I actually made a realization in, I think, my second episode, that they weren't sprites. These are actually 3D models who are artistic. Like, look at these guys. Either these are sprites with a lot of different permutations that change as, that basically, instead of having just like, typically they'll have like, 8 directions that they can face. And they'll switch between those 8 directions as you move around them, sprites will. And these guys just have like 16 or 32 different directions. Or the 3D models that have a weird stuttery behavior put on them so that they jerk around like sprites. And, oh, hey. Is this that place I was before? Did I come back to my... Oh, that's the door that I couldn't open before. And now the exit is the same train? What did I accomplish? I got a rune? Was getting the rune why I'm here? I don't know. That's strange. But yeah, so I feel like I'm uncertain about my evaluation of these characters. They certainly look 3D. And my first inclination is to say that they are 3D, and they've put some weird movement behaviors on them to make them look like sprites and act like sprites, to just remind you of... I should grab this armor before my next level. To just sort of remind you of those older games that did use sprites. But I could also see them actually being sprites with just a lot of directional permutations on them. And so I'm still not sure. I'm still not sure what they actually are. Because the thing is, the way that you generate sprites in a lot of these types of games is you 3D model the character. And people did this for ages. Before 3D modeled characters were actually like actual 3D rendered characters were the standard. People would still 3D model their characters and then render out sprites based on a turnaround of that character. And so that could very well be exactly what they're doing here. Like just rendering out a lot of turnarounds but still having them be sprites. And I don't know. I don't know what they're doing, and it's crazy. I got 100% of the kills, 16% of the secrets. Par for the course for me. By the way, I'm falling way behind on the chat here. Let's see here. Oh yeah, so Bardic Angel said that they've done some of that sort of like getting Doom to run on things, and it sounds like it's pretty fun. Oh, Micro Retro showed up. Hello, Micro Retro. Sorry I didn't acknowledge you when you first came in. So Micro Retro said this game really speaks to my interest, to be honest. And hey, don't apologize for not being here, Micro Retro. This is entertainment. You can log in and out of this, show up to this channel at your whim. I miss you when you're not here, of course, as always. But no one should feel obligated to be here or to apologize for not coming. Laconis says, maybe I'm just part of a cleanup mission. I'm just here to kill all the enemies and then get out. And then he revised the phrase cleanup because he realized I'm kind of making a mess. Okay, so we've got a place called Shop and a place called Wretch. So Wretch looks like it's a new mission. I wonder if Shop is something else. A place to buy advanced weaponry and other assortments. So, okay, so I've been collecting Nexus thingies, and I've been collecting ore stuff. And so, it's interesting that they made, if this really is just a store, it's interesting they made the store a level. Like, instead of an interface. It's a big level. Okay, so I can buy a rocket launcher. Or what is this? Shredders. Is that... Wait, is that what these are? Are these shredders? I'm not sure. What is this? Okay, shotgun. I've got a shotgun. So what happens if I say... If I use... I don't... Okay, I'm gonna go to rocket launcher, because that's something I don't have. I don't want to buy something I already have. If just pushing this button is gonna buy something. That would be weird, right? Left trigger to detonate rocket. Okay, wait, but I don't have a rocket launcher. Do I need to have a rocket launcher before I do this? Yeah, I guess I need to obtain a... Okay, so this is just a shooting gallery for me to try out my guns. So, like... A fully charged shot can be very accurate. Oh, can it? Oh, I guess so. Success. Okay, so this is just a place to demonstrate the alt-fire modes. So this is not the shop yet. Where is the shop? Welcome to the shop! Here's the shop. So we've got a double jump. That's tier 2. Got a dash boost. A bandolier. A super shotgun, which requires 2 out of 15. Is that ore? Maybe that's ore. Ore can be used to purchase weapons and upgrades from the shop. Yay! I've got more ore. Okay, so I can't afford the plasma rifle or the super shotgun. They both cost 15 ore, and I have 13. The mammoth, which is tier 4. The auto shotgun at tier 3. And the swarmer at tier 3. Okay, so what are these tiers? Okay, this said welcome to the shop. I thought this would be interactive, but it's not. So, okay. So does this mean I just can't afford anything right now? That might be what we're learning, is that, like... So maybe I need to buy the shotgun and the plasma rifle, and then once I bought those, they'll unlock tier 2 items, like the dash boost and the double jump? Is that what's gonna happen? Huh. Well, either way, okay, I've learned that maybe if I was getting more of the secrets throughout the earlier levels, I would be able to afford some weapons by now, but I can't, so I gotta keep using my regular old weapons. So what was this gonna tell me about the shredders? Hold them together to burst fire? Use 1 SMG for more accuracy at a distance. Okay. Got it. So that is kind of how I've been using them, is for more accuracy. I'm using my real ammo here, aren't I? They don't give me free ammo to try this stuff out. I now have 25 ammo. Is there anywhere I can refresh my ammo after trying stuff out here? I think maybe not. I think this was a bad decision. All right. Let's get out of the shop. I got a... What? I wonder if that one piece of ore counted as a secret or not. Rate this map. Oh, it's so good. Continue. Okay, I kind of love that. That's great. Laconis says, yep, I hate it when games do shooting galleries like this. That's why I like Vigor's shooting range. That's true. In Vigor, when you're at the shooting range and you're at home, you never use ammo. You never use real ammo. You just spend virtual ammo that is teleported into your gun, which is great. Okay, well, hey, we went through... Okay, so now I can look back at these old levels and see I'm missing 2 ore from research. I'm missing 4 ore from sacrum. And I'm missing 4 ore from fuel. So if I wanted to go back before moving on to Wretch, I could go back and try to explore these older levels to get more of the ore, find more of the secrets, and then I could come back here, buy one of those new guns, and try it out in Wretch. And maybe that's what I'll do. You know, maybe sort of in the time between episodes, I'll go back, try to get more of that stuff, and then when I've got a new weapon and I'm ready to go on to Wretch, we'll record another episode. So, until then, I hope you will subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out other videos that I've made. When I make the 4th episode of Prodeus, which I probably will, I will stick that there. So, click that when it's ready.